Why are so many major volcanoes suddenly exploding all over the world? Michael Snyder writes, the experts are assuring all of us that all of this is normal, but the experts have been wrong over and over again in recent years. Should we be concerned by all of the volcanic activity that we're witnessing all over the planet right now? According to Volcano Discovery, 27 different volcanoes are erupting at this moment, and many others are showing signs of waking up. Of course, this comes at a time when we are also seeing lots of unusual earthquakes around the globe. I have been regularly warning my readers about the instability of our planet, and it appears that seismic activity is beginning to spike as we approach the end of 2022. So will this trend continue once we get into 2023? As you read the article, the two biggest volcanoes in Hawaii are simultaneously erupting for the first time since 1884. That's, of course, Mauna Loa and Kilauea. Two of Hawaii's largest volcanoes are erupting simultaneously. Hawaii's Mauna Loa, the world's largest active volcano, erupted for the first time in decades on Sunday night. Nearby, Kilauea is also erupting, both on the archipelago's Big Island. Dual eruptions have not been seen since 1984. Kilauea has been active for a while, but we have not seen Mauna Loa erupt in decades. But what is concerning authorities is not just the fact that it is erupting. The violence with which it has exploded has caught everyone off guard. It's being reported that it was sending boiling hot lava 148 feet into the air on Tuesday. People were pulling over in their cars throughout the night to get a glimpse of the striking scene, a blazing river cutting through the darkened horizon. They took photos and videos, stood in silence, and even urged others to turn off their car lights for a better and more reverential view. Mauna Loa has been erupting for days, with lava shooting to heights of up to 148 feet on Tuesday. You can imagine seeing lava shoot 10 stories high into the sky. That would be quite an intimidating sight. Also, the speed at which the lava is flowing is absolutely breathtaking. Personally, I don't know if I've ever seen a river of lava move so fast. Well, remember the lava from Kilauea, the 2018 eruption, was flowing at about 18 miles an hour. So Justin says, watch fountains of lava 200 feet high have been fired into the air from Hawaii's Mauna Loa. Geologists say generating rivers of molten rock from the world's largest active volcano. And we are being warned that lava from the volcano could soon reach one of Hawaii's most important roads. Hawaii's Mauna Loa volcano, the world's largest active volcano, continues to erupt, and there are new fears that lava flows could take out a major road connecting the east and west sides of the islands, Hawaii's Big Island, in the coming days. There's a very high probability that this lava flow, if it continues, will definitely reach the road, Ken Hahn, scientist in charge at the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory, told CBS News. Meanwhile, a giant volcano in Indonesia just erupted as well. On Sunday, Mount Semeru sent clouds of extremely hot ash a mile into the sky. Indonesia's Mount Semeru erupted Sunday, spewing hot ash clouds a mile high and rivers of lava down its side, while triggering the evacuation of nearly 2,000 people exactly 1 year after its last major eruption killed dozens. The burst from the highest mountain in Indonesia's main island of Java, around 800 kilometers, 500 miles southeast of the capital of Jakarta, prompted authorities to raise the alert status for the volcano to the highest level. It's a good thing that authorities do not allow anyone to live near Mount Semeru, because anyone that was close to the crater would have been instantly wiped out. The nearest villages have been absolutely blanketed with ash, and those that live in the villages have been forced to flee to temporary shelters. Several villages were blanketed with falling ash, blocking out the sun, but no casualties have been reported. Several hundred residents, their faces smeared with volcanic dust and rain, fled to temporary shelters or left for other safe areas. Thick columns of ash were blasted more than 1,500 meters, nearly 5,000 feet into the sky. while searing gas and lava flow down some area slopes towards a nearby river. So we will see even more extremely alarming seismic activity in the weeks ahead, will we? I will definitely be watching developments very closely. The giant rock that we live on is showing more signs of instability, and I fully expect that this trend will continue to accelerate in 2023. Meanwhile, global weather patterns just keep getting crazier. Right now, the amount of snow cover in the northern hemisphere is the highest that it has been since measurements began in 1967. NOAA and Rutgers University released new data that showed snow cover across the northern hemisphere reached the highest level measurements since measurements began in 1967 and are currently above the 56-year mean. Extensive snow extent early in the season is an indicator of persistent cold as we head into winter proper, weather blog Severe Weather Europe said. In other words, we have never seen this much snow in the northern hemisphere at this time of the year. Of course, we have not even reached the beginning of winter yet. In fact, the official start of winter is still more than 2 weeks away. If things are this cold and this snowy already, what will happen in January, February? What will they look like? The experts are assuring all of us that all of this is normal, but the experts have been wrong over and over again in recent years. They simply don't understand that major changes are starting to happen to the Earth, and those changes are only going to intensify during the years to come. It's finally here. Michael's new book entitled End Times, now available on paperback and Kindle on Amazon. About the author, he said, my name is Michael Snyder. My brand new book entitled End Times is now available on Amazon. In addition to my new book, I've written 6 other books that are available on Amazon, including 7-Year Apocalypse, Lost Prophecies of the Future of America, The Beginning of the End, and Living a Life That Really Matters, commissions earned. When you purchase any of these books, you help to support the work that I'm doing. And one way that you can really help is by sending copies as gifts to family and friends. Time is short, and I need help getting these warnings into the hands of as many people as possible. I've published thousands of articles on the Economic Collapse blog, End of the American Dream, and the Most Important News. And the articles that I publish on those sites are republished on dozens of other prominent websites all over the globe. I always freely and happily allow others to replenish my articles on their own websites, but I also ask that they include this about the author section with each article. The material contained in this article is for general information purposes only, and readers should consult licensed professionals before making any legal, business, and financial or health decisions. I encourage you to follow me on social media, Facebook and Twitter, and any way that you can share these articles with others is definitely a great help. These are such troubled times, and people need hope. John 3:16 tells us about the hope that God has given us through Jesus Christ. For God so loved the world, which he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. If you have not already done so, I strongly urge that you to invite Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior today. And this is on Collective Spark by Michael Snyder. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.